Hi everyone, welcome to a Stamping to Share video. My name is Kate Kalthoff and today I'm going to show you how to put together this very quick little card. It uses some in-color dahlias and then it also has the Sale-a-bration paper that Stampin' Up is offering right now, along with the Sale-a-bration Stamp Set. And I guess I should call it Sale-a-bration. It's kind of hard to say that, so if I goof up, forgive me. The first thing we're going to need, of course, is some Whisper White paper, and we're going to score this at 5.5, or I'm sorry, we're going to cut it at 5.5 by 8.5, and then score at 4 1/4. And we'll just, whoops, I don't know how that happened. Somehow I have a little dimensional caught on the back of this paper. Let me see, what can I do to fix that? Do you have our adhesive remover? If you have one, you're going to find that you can get a lot of adhesive off just with an adhesive remover. So there we go. So we got the adhesive off, and now we're just going to fold it, and we'll take a bone folder and make that nice and flat. Here we go. Okay, the next step is to take a 3 by 4 inch piece of our Sale-a-bration Designer Series paper, and it's called Sweet Sorbet. You can get your hands on this paper by purchasing a $50 product order from a demonstrator at Stampin' Up, and then you can select this as one of your freebies. You get a freebie for every $50 that you order during Sale-a-bration. And it can even, so in other words, if you have an order that's $150, you would get to select 3 Sale-a-bration items to take home with you. Or I'm sorry, to put on your order so that when your order comes in, you would be able to take all that home. So what I've done is I've just used some snail to adhere this Designer Series paper to our white card base. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I've got a little bit of scrap over here from a different project, and I'm just going to stamp that lovely flower design from Petal Parade right onto the bottom where I can reach it with a punch. I'm going to stamp that 3 times. And I'm using StazOn black ink. Let me put the cover on that. Alright, and then we're just going to take a 1 1/4 inch circle punch and punch out those circles. Or I should say punch out those flowers. There we go. And of course the next thing we'll need to do is get some dimensionals, and I have some off camera here. We're just going to put a dimensional on the back of each one of these little flowers. You can just see how quick this card is going to go, can't you? And then we're just going to center this right in the center of our Designer Series paper. And we'll put another one right next to it, and then our third one right next to that one. Looks like this one should be over a little more. And this one goes right next to it. There. It's kind of hard for me to see. I'm off to the side. But I think that looks good. And then the last step is to take some of our in-color dahlias. I have a few here. And I just randomly selected 3 of them because it really doesn't matter. All of them look good. And we're just going to put a glue dot on each of these dahlias. The glue dots hold your embellishments on just wonderfully. And now we can just take one off and center it right in the center of our flower. And use the pinky one here in the middle. And then another one here off to the side. And there it is. Our card is done. Now we could go ahead and decorate the inside of that card, so I'll show you what I did to make that look good. I just used a 1/2 inch by 4 inch strip of Coordinating Designer Series paper on the bottom, and then I just punched out another flower and adhered that to the top of the card. I had an extra punch out laying around, so I just adhered that, but you could actually stamp the flower, which would be just fine, in the center of your card. So that is the card, and I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, a great way to to use up some of those in-color dahlias and show off some of our new Sale-a-bration designer series paper at the same time, and our new Sale-a-bration stamp set. Have a great day. Thanks so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. I really appreciate you.